2 out of 3 ain't bad for Hearts. Dave McPherson and Colin Miller have both been past fit, but Tommy McLean has to count out Neil Berry. John Cahoon and Kevin Thomas drop down to the bench. Gary Mackay and former Ranger David Hagan are promoted to the starting lineup. But the big pre-match boost for Hearts is in the Rangers lineup. Mark Haitley has a groin strain and doesn't play. With 10 goals in his last 8 games against the Tynecastle team, Rangers will miss him, Hearts won't. Basil Bully is missing as well because of flu. Gary Bullen drops out, but in come 3 internationals in ex-Heart Alan McLaren, Trevor Stephen and Gordon Jury. The referee for this Monday night match is Willie Young from Clarkston in Glasgow. Well, they're getting to know each other, these two, in the Tennant Scottish Cup. The 3rd time in successive seasons that they've met in the competition. Hearts have lost both. Indeed, they haven't beaten Rangers since August '91. So they'd certainly like to turn the history books on their head tonight. And their chances may hinge a lot on this man, Jim Bett, the former Rangers player. Quickly dispossessed by Richard Gough. Back in the side, Trevor Stephen. Dave McPherson denying him the chance to make the cross, and John Miller completes the clearance. Long ball hopeful downfield looking for John Robertson, couldn't quite make it, Hearts top scorer. Good turn from Charlie Miller. But the free kick goes Hearts' way. Looking for Miller's head. Craig Moore cuts out the trouble. Here's Brian Hamilton. It's high, it's bouncing off McLaren's head. And Ali Maxwell was happy to see that one go behind. Confusion in the Rangers rearguard. And almost big trouble for the Ibrox team. It was a speculative long ball forward. McLaren trying to guide it back to Maxwell, and it nearly ended up in his own net. So twitchy moments for the visitors in the early stages, and Jim Bett will try to keep the pressure on with this corner. It's knocked away, still danger, and Maxwell catches it. It was Dave McPherson's flick on from close range, and the Rangers goalkeeper had to have sharp reflexes to keep that one out. Rangers under all sorts of pressure, punched away by Maxwell initially, and then the flick on from McPherson held by the keeper. Craig Moore looking for Jury. Tackled by McPherson. These two were teammates earlier in the season. McPherson with a marking job to do on Gordon Jury. Charlie Miller finds some room. Lovely ball to Cleland. Narrowly wide from Alec Cleland. It was a stunning move from Rangers. Gough to Miller. Easily getting round Brian Hamilton. Lovely pass with the outside of the right foot, and this wasn't too far away. Levine to McPherson. John Miller's inside. McPherson trying to do it all himself. Now Gary Mackay. Frail. Chance to cross. David Robertson policing him closely. Cleland's there as well. It's back for Mackay. Away from Craig Moore. Now Trevor Stephen looking up, taking a few vital moments to make his selection. It's Brian Laudrup. Cleland's away. Intercepted though by Jim Bett. That's a Rangers corner. But Cleland had moved into a dangerous position. For Laudrup's corner, Richard Gough has gone up. Now Laudrup again. Charlie Miller, almost a chance at the near post. Cleared at the second attempt. The ball has Craig Moore. In behind. Stephen nips it off Hagan's toes, and his cross is well held by Craig Nelson as Charlie Miller came in looking for the header. Useful play by Stephen. And that could have been a dangerous cross, but it was confidently clutched. That's well flicked on by David Hagan under pressure from Richard Gough. And Hagan wins the free kick. Hearts not quite at the stage of sending both McPherson and Levine up, but Dave McPherson is in the area as Colin Miller lines up the shot and scores! Ali Maxwell beaten at his right hand post. 22 minutes gone and Hearts have the lead. He's been an inspired signing from Hamilton, Colin Miller, and his long-range shooting is so often spectacular, and on this occasion for Rangers, destructive. Through the wall and inside that post. Rangers quickly trying to get themselves back in the game. Trevor Stevens cross, Charlie Miller's header. And a chance for the equaliser immediately for Rangers. Good handling from the Partick Thistle goalkeeper as that glancing header flew in from Miller. Tynecastle comes alive. Mackay to Miller. Ali Maxwell will be concerned whenever he sees Colin Miller approaching. John Robertson looking for Steve Frail's throw. Holding off McLaren and winning the free kick. Robertson is causing the Rangers defence all sorts of problems, and McLaren tempted there into the foul. So the free kick almost on the byline. There's the two Robertsons. Ali Maxwell behind them. Frail's free kick. Jim Bett with a shooting chance. Takes a deflection, it's another corner. Jim Bett might have struck that one better. He seemed to find himself in yards of room at the edge of the area, which Rangers won't be too charmed about. It came off McLaren and it's a corner. Jim Bett's right foot. There's John Miller beaten by Craig Moore. It's hacked away by Cleland. Alan McLaren went in chase. Laudrup beats Gary Mackay. Cleland to Robertson. Trevor Stevens got some room on the far side. It's Jury though for Cleland. Nicely chested down for Alec Cleland, and he knows he should have done a lot better with the shooting chance. Rangers haven't had too many clear-cut opportunities, and Jury tried to set that one up for the former Dundee United man. Jim Bett has time. Nodded down from McLaren to Robertson. Trevor Stevens' head flick. Pretty well policed by John Miller though. Bet finds Hamilton. And Brian Hamilton again. Good linking play in the middle from Hearts. Steve Fail's cross, John Robertson's head flick. Hagan at the far post. And John Miller almost in. If the header across had been a bit squarer, then that could have been a chance for Hearts' second. The driven ball from Frail. John Robertson got his head to it. It was David Hagan on the far side. Maxwell collected. Now a call for Rangers. Laudrup back from Miller to Nelson. Composure when it was needed from Colin Miller and from Nelson. Rangers trying to turn up the heat as the first half goes into its closing stages. Levine under pressure from Quillan, did well to keep that in. That's good play out from the back too. That's not too clever though. Danny Mackay losing possession. Laudrup. Shooting chance from Stephen and Gordon Jury. Well, it was a wickedly spinning ball. And it could so easily have spun in from Rangers' point of view. The trouble for Hearts started with the cross there from Laudrup, cleared by McPherson. The volley off the ground, and that header was spinning. And sadly for Gordon Jury, it just spun wide. Into the final minute of this first half. Steve Fail takes the return from Gary Mackay. Mackay again. Header at the far post, Brian Hamilton, the ball falling behind him. It was John Miller who knocked the ball back, and it didn't fall for Hamilton, but Rangers are in trouble again. As Ali Maxwell picks up the pass back, and it's a free kick for Hearts in a most intriguing position. There was the touch from Richard Gough. Was that a deliberate pass back? Well, the referee Willie Young says yes. John Robertson's over the ball, Jim Betts there too, Colin Miller in behind. We know already about his shooting prowess. Chipped in from Betts, and no missing from Gough. He just thumped that header behind. Rangers at this stage will be happy to trail by just one at the interval. And some strong words between the Rangers captain and his goalkeeper about the incident which led to that free kick. Meanwhile, Jim Betts, having taken the free kick, will now take the corner kick. Scored Hearts second in injury time at the end of the first half, and Rangers will again be questioning their defending of that corner kick. He scored in the Edinburgh Derby this season, and he's now scored against his old team. It was Craig Moore's header which flew backwards towards his own goal, and it was Dave McPherson who got the touch which took it beyond Maxwell. Well, Hearts couldn't have dreamed of a better first half than this. They haven't beaten Rangers for 3.5 years, but they've certainly put themselves on the road in the first 45 minutes. Rangers now with some desperation to get themselves back into this game. Chipped up from Stuart McCall, it's touched away by Nelson. The danger's not over yet. Brian Laudrup has it. Claiming handball of Colin Miller. Not given by Willie Young. We might get a chance to see that a bit clearer this time. Touched away there by Nelson. But when this ball was played back in by Brian Laudrup, well, that did hit the hands of Miller. Forward from Nelson, Gough's header, but that's half-time. And the home fans are absolutely delighted. Colin Miller rattled in a free kick on 22 minutes for Hearts first, and Dave McPherson's header, after Craig Moore's header went astray, was Hearts' second goal in injury time in this first half. They lead Rangers by 2-0. Rangers restart, trying to avert the prospect of 2 consecutive defeats after 15 games unbeaten. They of course lost 8 days ago at Aberdeen. And certainly we've yet to see a really convincing performance from Rangers in this match. So often hustled out of their stride in the first half. Robertson looks for Charlie Miller. Neither side has made changes during the interval, although if this scoreline stays the same for much longer, Rangers may well be tempted to bring Ian Durrant into the fray. Trevor Stephen managing to keep possession. Craig Moore forward, that's a poor one given away, but thankfully for him gets it back. Laudrup against Mackay. Here's Stephen. Looks for Stuart McCall, he's got some room. Charlie Miller. Richard Gough. Jury! And Rangers have pulled one back. The final touch from Brian Laudrup, after Gordon Jury's header had beaten Craig Nelson, and it was Richard Gough popping up in this unlikely situation. His cross was tempting, and Jury's header flicked home by Laudrup. Brian Laudrup, he's 26 on Wednesday, and that's an early birthday present which brings Rangers back into the game. David Hagan against Craig Moore. That's a Hearts throw. Miller, that's a good throw-in field to Mackay. The head flick from Robertson. Mackay trying to get there again. There's John Robertson, neat skills. Square ball to Hamilton, and it's well saved by Maxwell. Good opportunity that. Close control from Robertson, and the square pass picked out. Hamilton hit it well, 2 straight. Gough. Gordon Jury had strayed in behind the Hearts defence, and an offside flag. Dave McPherson flicked on by Hagan, but nobody there to benefit. Back from Gough to McLaren. Alan McLaren, since joining Rangers, hasn't been on a losing side, and he'll be hoping that run continues tonight. Attempted clearance flying off Charlie Miller. Almost a sticky situation for Hearts, but hacked away by Nelson. Flicked on by Charlie Miller. Gordon Jury is onside. And the shot, a couple of yards wide. It was a great position. And Craig Nelson and the Hearts defence reckoned that that should have been an offside ruling. There was the head flick from Miller, and Dave McPherson was playing Jury onside, which was why the flag stayed down. Gordon Jury might have done better. And Steve Frail now for Hearts. Came off John Robertson. This match ebbing and flowing, one way than the other. Alec Cleland's deep cross away from Miller. Jim Bett against Trevor Stephen. Bett doing enough to make sure that Stephen's header ran well for Hearts. Brian Laudrup, the pace to take him away from challenges. There's Cleland on the right. Charlie Miller comes near post. Gordon Jury's at the far post, and Jury scores for Rangers. And inside 11 minutes of the second half, Rangers have squared the game. Craig Nelson can't quite believe it. It was Brian Laudrup who collected the loose ball in the middle. Alec Cleland had yards of room to measure his cross. And it was Gordon Jury at the far post with a header which gave Nelson not the hook. Gordon Jury breathes new life back into Rangers, and suddenly Hearts, having been 2 up, got to start all over again. Craig Levein, almost a la Richard Gough, is driving his players forward. That was John Robertson winning a Hearts throw. Robertson back to Frail. Punched clear by Maxwell. Could be still trouble here. Jim Betts! Saved and scored by John Robertson! What a remarkable game of football this is! 2-0 up at half-time. Quickly back to 2-2, and now John Robertson, his 12th goal of the season, Hearts top scorer. And he was the man to react quickest when Jim Betts' left foot shot was parried by Ali Maxwell. 13 minutes of the second half gone, and it's now 3-2 Hearts. You couldn't really have asked more of Ali Maxwell there to stop the shot, but John Robertson just loves scraps. Forward from Miller to Jury. That's hopeful. Time for Nelson. Well won by Craig Moore. Stuart McCall getting through some running as John Robertson races onto the through ball. And it's Stephen Frail! Brilliant save by Maxwell. Stephen Frail thought he'd scored Hearts' 4th goal of the night. Rangers will be alarmed at the yards of room in which Stephen Frail found himself when John Robertson crossed. He certainly struck it well on the volley, and that was a top-class save. Dave McPherson coming near post for the cross ball. Craig Levein was up there. There's McPherson again. And it just drops too high for Hearts, and Ali Maxwell was happy to see that one drop over. Craig Levein was putting the Rangers goalkeeper under pressure, and that header just looping too high. McLaren to Robertson. Back from Gary Mackay to Nelson. It's 1 against 2. John Robertson does well against Alan McLaren. Jim Betts had some room in the middle if Hearts could have worked it his way. Frail lets it run to Levein. Levein does well, takes a return from Hamilton. Hearts playing some great football at the moment. John Miller! Off David Robertson, Hearts claiming handball. Oh, there's Brian Laudrup with the flick which takes it beyond Frail. Jury's in the middle, Trevor Stevens getting there. Here's Brian Laudrup, the cutback, Gordon Jury. Hearts get it away. Dave McPherson got the vital touch. And no one needs to tell Hearts the danger that Brian Laudrup poses whenever he gets the ball at his feet. The cutback was looking for the Jury touch. McPherson got there first. Well, in fact, goal kick is the ruling on that one. It looked very much as if McPherson had got the touch. Gordon Jury certainly thought that, and he's been booked for his protest. Robertson fouled by Craig Levein, taking a knock on the ankle as he tried to get past the Hearts defender. So a free kick to Rangers, which Brian Laudrup takes. Richard Gough was in there. Craig Moore was there as well. And it's not far away. Drifted in from the right foot of Laudrup. And there was Gough getting just a touch, failing to put it on target. He's so menacing in these dead ball situations. It's Moore forward looking for Stephen. couldn't control it. And Alan McLaren could be in trouble here. John Robertson, Brian Hamilton's inside. Robertson shoots, carried by Maxwell, and a cool header back. But Alan McLaren deceived again there by John Robertson, who carved out his own scoring chance. Neat touch from Ian Durrant. Stephen, it's hanging, it's a high hanging ball, punched well by Nelson. The header from Cleland, but it's too high. That was a confident and decisive punch there from Nelson, and it was a difficult ball. It was hit on the half volley by Trevor Stephen, and it seemed to hang in the air. There's Thomas, forward from Stephen, touched off by Jury. Stuart McCall turning infield. Now Cleland. Charlie Miller's there. Will it break for Jury? No, it won't. Now Durrant. Hearts managed to get it clear. Good ball from Gary Mackay, which releases Hagan. Kevin Thomas in the middle. Jim Betts getting there. John Cahoon on the far side. Almost a touch from Betts, which kind of worked it through to Cahoon. Now it's Rangers. McCall, lovely reverse ball to Laudrup. Durrant and Jury are there. That's the attempted shot from Laudrup, and it's just a yard too wide. Well, we don't need to be told how dangerous an attacking figure he is. It was a tremendous ball from Stuart McCall which found him. It was a shot, but it could also have been a useful cross. Thomas scored against Clydebank in the last round on his substitute tonight, and he has it. Infield, Jim Bett gets there first. Cahoon, Hamilton, and Jim Bett again, asking a lot. Alan McLaren intercepts. What can the former Hearts man do? He picks out Stuart McCall. Jury. It's not the touch that Rangers were looking for, although Ian Durrant managed to make the most of it. Now Kevin Thomas, he's onside. What can he do with it? He's on his own. Thomas shoots, and it's well saved by Maxwell. No choice for Kevin Thomas there. There was no support in the middle. He had a go, and Maxwell had to be alive to that one at the near post. He certainly made good contact. Rangers living dangerously as they press for an equaliser, leaving themselves bare at the back. Craig Levine right in the heart of the goal mouth for Jim Bett's corner. John Miller's header. Maxwell able to clutch that one unchallenged. John Miller, quite a useful man in the air on these set pieces. Now Hearts have it again. Gary Mackay looking for Hagan, but Richard Gough was underneath it. And Stuart McCall. McPherson. John Brown wins it, but Dave McPherson has it. Past Alan McLaren. And there's Thomas. Neat return ball. Dave McPherson is through. McPherson against Maxwell. Forced to turn back the way. Kevin Thomas! And Thomas has scored! And that's surely the goal which takes Hearts into the Cup quarter-finals. Only 2 minutes are left. The Hearts players celebrate. The Hearts fans love it too. And that's 4-2. And that surely gives them the margin, which will be a margin of victory. The 1-2 played by Dave McPherson looked like it was a shooting chance. Alan McLaren forced him back the way, and there was Thomas to beat Maxwell. Ali Maxwell got the toe end of a boot to it, but it wasn't enough to keep it out. So Thomas, who scored against Clydebank in the last round, does it again. And that's full time at Tynecastle. A quite incredible cup tie. Kevin Thomas, the man who clinched it just a couple of minutes from the end. John Robertson had scored before that. And for the first time since August 1991, Hearts have beaten Rangers. Rangers out of the Tennent Scottish Cup. And it's Hearts now who'll play Dundee United in the quarter-finals. Final score here, Hearts 4, Rangers 2.